slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after.
Known pictures in the world. But Leonardo was much more than that. He was the embodiment of the Renaissance idea of genius, a polymath who was both an artist and a scientist, an inventor, engineer, paleontologist, cartographer, stage designer, and much, much more. Born near the Italian city of Florence in 1452, he died in 1519, 500 years ago this year. He believed that to paint accurately, one needed to understand the natural laws of the universe, so he spent a lifetime observing and experimenting, sketching the flight of birds, the behaviour of water, the arc of a projectile, and the functioning of the human body. He recorded his thoughts and inventions in around 5,000 pages of notes and drawings that give an insight into his unique understanding of the visible world around him. I'm Bridget Kendall, and today on the forum from the BBC World Service, I've brought together some of the world's foremost experts on Leonardo da Vinci. Martin Kemp is a British emeritus professor in the history of art at Oxford University in the UK. Carmen C. Barnbach, born in Chile, now an American citizen, is a curator in the Department of Drawings and Prints, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York, in the United States. And with me in the London studio is Professor Marina Wallace, an Italian curator and art historian. Welcome to all three of you. And before we begin, Martin, let's just reflect for a moment on Leonardo da Vinci's extraordinary, diverse array of interests, every one of which could be considered a life's work today. Why did he think it was so important to explore the world in so many different ways? And is there a common theme?
He saw knowledge of nature as a unified thing. He would not think of geology as separate from the human body. He would not think of the movement of water separate from understanding how, say, the heart worked. So he's often called a polymath. I say, in a way, he's a kind of monomath. He's trying to get a unity into all these different areas of knowledge. So it's not so much diversity in his mind as part of a single great endeavour to understand how nature works and, in a way, to remake nature, whether he's making a portrait, a flying machine or some kind of bit of engineering.
And Carmen, Leonardo and his vast range of talents are often spoken about in very hallowed terms, aren't they? And we hear the word genius used a lot. Was he really so superhuman?
Yes, I would say that at least the curiosity, the desire to ask questions is probably the most important and probably timeless aspect of Leonardo's genius. But let's also not forget that this was a process of self-education, of development, something that he has to become.
Marina, Leonardo has been described as the archetypal Renaissance man. What does that actually mean?
He tried all the skills that different craftsmen and different artists tried in different studios and in different ways. So he didn't just paint, he didn't just draw, he didn't just sculpt, he didn't just do engineering. He tried everything. And as Martin said, the idea really was that everything was connected. So he was good at everything, and that's what Renaissance man stands for.